judgments. But unfortunately, today's verdict by the two judges bench of the Supreme Court was a fractured verdict. And there is divergence of opinion and different judgments. So Justice Hemant Gupta, he has been pleased to set aside all the special leave petitions filed by the petitioners before this court. Whereas Justice Dhulia has been pleased to allow those SLPs, and they have set aside the judgment of the Karnataka High Court.
So what happens then? This is what people have been curiously waiting about. They have heard the argument. They have been watching it on our TV screen. That what have been the pointers. What happens next?
You see, in fact, the Justice Dhulia, Justice Hemant Gupta has formulated 11 questions of law, and all those questions of law he has allowed in favor of the respondents. That is, he has banned the hijab and he has upheld the judgment. Whereas
So there's no relief for the...
No relief. In fact, now the matter has been referred before the Honorable Chief Justice to constitute appropriate bench for de novo hearing of this matter.
We are also getting few more reactions on the other side. Please go to that.
Absolutely, we're getting those live updates and live reactions that are coming in from the Supreme Court on this split verdict, the fractured verdict, as those reactions that are coming in, because both the judges, in a way, are giving out their reasoning exactly why it led to a split verdict, Priyank. And Madhav is also joining us live. But Madhav, we'll go back to those live reactions coming in.
The girl child to have her education. So he has emphasized on the education of the girl. He has emphasized on her choice, and he has depended on the Bijoy Benwell judgment, which has upheld this this practice where a lady can put whatever covering. I appeared. One of the petitioner was Charanjit Kaur, in which she was a Sikh lady. She was saying that when I have this choice, then other girls and other ladies and other ladies from the various communities, they should have all this choice also to cover their heads while they are going to schools or wherever or which place they are going to. My name is Aftab Ali Khan.
Thank you very much. All right, Madhav, with those live reactions that are coming in from the Supreme Court.
Well, yes, absolutely. In fact,
yes.
It's a very, very big moment, because clearly, of course, today was a day where the petitioners would have been expecting relief. That's not come their way. They will have to wait a little longer yet. A constitutional bench that is now going to be formed, that is going to look into this entire matter. Clearly, of course, there are very, very tricky questions of law. Both sides had, of course, made lengthy arguments inside the court, and despite those lengthy hearings, clearly the two judges could not arrive at a unanimous opinion. Both Justice Dhulia and Justice Gupta have given their reasons as to which of those arguments really they have based.
Madhav, I believe you're getting more live reactions. Just straight away going back to Priyank now. Priyank, over to you.
Yes, Satmit ji is along with us. Sir, you were representing whom?
I was representing the appellants in one of the appeals, and there were 3 appeals, and Justice Hemant Gupta dismissed all the appeals, and Justice Dhulia allowed all the appeals. And since there is a difference of opinion, so this matter will go to larger bench.
Whether there will be a ban which will continue or not, that's my...
As I think that since there is no stay as of today, so the situation will continue, and there won't be any ban.
Sir, but other councils are suggesting that there will be a stay, there will be ban on the hijab will continue until the matter is referred to the senior, higher benches.
No, since my understanding is, since there is no stay by the earlier bench, so that won't be the situation. But let us see that how everybody has his or her own understanding. But in my understanding,
summarize the argument, what happens next, because the matter has been now referred to the CJI.
See, procedure is
and he is going to form a new bench. Either it will be a larger bench or it could be even 3 judges bench.
सर, जो कर्नाटक हाई कोर्ट का फैसला था वो लागू अभी रहेगा वैसे ही?
नहीं, अभी तो there is a divergent view between the 2 honorable judges, and therefore until the matter is referred to a larger bench or it is taken up by another bench, that would
जो स्टेटस था कर्नाटक हाई कोर्ट में वही अभी एक तरीके से वही है, क्योंकि हो नहीं पाया कुछ.
there is a divergent views views expressed by the two honorable judges, and therefore the matter has to be sent to a larger bench or to another bench.
बिल्कुल जो वकील
Nilesh is coming back to you on that, and Priyank also continues to be with us. Our guests are there. Madhav is also there with us. But Nilesh, does the point remain, as the question was being asked to the senior lawyer there, as far as upholding of the Karnataka High Court judgment till now, because there is a divergent view, does the ban still remain in place?
There is a split verdict which has been given. Justice Hemant Gupta has
So will the ban remain in place is my first question.
the Justice Hemant Gupta has dismissed the appeals preferred by the parties, and Justice Dhulia has given an opinion and he has set aside the order passed by the Karnataka government, and has set aside the order passed by the and the GO also. And the most important thing that Justice Dhulia has expressed, that a girl child faces a lot of difficulties while going for her education, and for the sake of her education, the ban of hijab and taking her away from the schools and colleges would be wholly illegal.
Sir, if I can ask you, what exactly would the implication be at this point? Does the hijab ban still stay in place?
The operative part of the order says that the matter will be placed before the Honorable Chief Justice. The Honorable Chief Justice might refer the matter to 3 honorable judges or 5 honorable judges, and the matter has to be reheard by the Honorable Court.
So the status of the hijab ban as far as the Karnataka government is concerned, how is that affected, or does it still remain in place?
It will remain in place till the larger bench or some other bench listens to this, hears this.
Thank you, sir.
So you can hear,
We also have our legal editor Harish joining us live right now. Harish, just quickly sum up for us. It's been a split verdict, and the case that has now come across, because now it will be referred to the CJI to actually take up the matter further to a larger bench.
Yes, yes. In fact, Amita, it was not entirely not unpredicted, because as I've been earlier reporting, there was a divergence of views even when the hearing was on. And as I said earlier, and as of now, the biggest takeaway is that there is a split. There's a divergence of views between Justice Hemant Gupta and Justice Dhulia, and as a result of which it has been decided that since it's 1-to-1 verdict, the matter will now be referred to the Chief Justice for constitution of a larger bench. So it is expected that this matter will now go before a larger, there is 3-judge bench. And remember, Amita, even during the hearing, Justice Hemant Gupta was prima facie, in fact, had upheld the High Court judgment and also the government order, and it even opined that the entire problem before the Supreme Court is that one particular community wanted to wear a particular type of dress, while the students of all other community are ready to adhere to the uniform. But at the same time, Justice Dhulia, when the Karnataka government had begun its argument, Justice Dhulia, in fact, asked pointed questions to the Karnataka government that you have not been able to convince this court as to how we have called the wearing of hijab as a threat to public order. How is it a threat to morality? How is it a threat to health?